What if you were never meant to understand the world? What if confusion, division, and fear were not accidents? Tonight, we're not asking who controls the world. We're asking why you don't notice it. Part 1. You are inside the system. Every time you unlock your phone, you enter a controlled environment, not a free one. You don't choose what you see first. You don't choose what stays visible. You don't choose what disappears. An algorithm does. It doesn't care about truth. It doesn't care about meaning. It cares about reaction. Anger keeps you scrolling. Fear keeps you engaged. Outrage keeps you predictable. Slowly your worldview is shaped without you ever noticing the hands doing it. You don't feel controlled, and that's the point. Part 2. The psychology of obedience. Former engineers from major tech companies have admitted something disturbing. These platforms are not social, they are behavioral laboratories. Every click trains the system. Every pause reveals hesitation. Every scroll exposes desire. Over time, the system knows you better than you know yourself. It knows when you're tired, when you're lonely, when you're vulnerable. And vulnerability is the moment control becomes easiest. Not through force, through suggestion. Part 3. AI doesn't watch you. It feels you leaked marketing documents, exposed the next phase. Artificial intelligence doesn't just analyze data. It analyzes emotion. Your voice reveals sadness. Your typing speed reveals stress. Your movements reveal hesitation. The system knows when you're lying in bed at night, scrolling in silence. It knows when hope is low, and when hope disappears, logic replaces emotion. Because depressed minds resist less. Your mental state becomes a resource, harvested, analyzed, exploited. Part 4. When truth dies, control is born. Once upon a time, truth was shared. Now truth is customizable. No matter what you believe, you can find proof. Flat Earth, hollow Earth, infinite dimensions, simulated reality, every belief reinforced, every doubt buried. You don't argue facts anymore. You defend identity, and a population fighting over identity never questions the system above it. Part 5. Power doesn't rule in public. Throughout history, real power never stood in the spotlight. Kings ruled openly, empires ruled visibly, but modern power learned something better. Invisibility. Democracy created comfort. Comfort created trust, and trust created blindness. Behind elections, behind governments, behind ideologies, there may exist a structure that does not change when leaders do. Some call it the deep state. Others call it fiction. But one event cracked that illusion permanently. Part 6. 9/11 and the Shattered Narrative. Decades later, the questions remain. Building 7 fell without impact. Defense systems failed simultaneously. Financial markets moved before disaster struck. Eyewitnesses heard explosions. Scientists found unexplained materials. Official reports dismissed it all as coincidence. But coincidence doesn't repeat this cleanly. If one event can justify war, surveillance, and the rewriting of freedom, then reality itself becomes a tool. Part 7. MKUltra proved the limit never existed. Some conspiracies are undeniable. MKUltra happened. The CIA experimented on human minds without consent. Drugs, hypnosis, electroshock. The goal wasn't information, it was control. Files were destroyed. Witnesses silenced. The program was ended. But knowledge doesn't disappear. It evolves. And if minds could be broken, then what shape does mind control take now? Part 8. When control expands beyond the mind. Some theories go further. Weather manipulation, directed energy weapons, wildfires that ignore natural patterns. Programs like HARP were labeled research. but research doesn't require secrecy on that scale. Then there's Project Blue Beam, a theory describing holograms, frequencies, and psychological warfare, used to stage a global event so overwhelming that humanity begs for control, a false enemy, a false savior, absolute obedience. Part 9. The final realization. Here's the part no one wants to face. What if the system doesn't enslave you? What if it waits for you to surrender? What if fear is the key and distraction is the lock? And what if the greatest illusion is believing you're free while never questioning the cage? We're not saying this is the truth, but if even part of it is real, then the most dangerous question isn't who controls the world. It's why we let them. And one last thing. If you're going to explore ideas like these, don't do it on a tiny screen. Distracted, half awake. Some people prefer to see the bigger picture. I'll leave a projector in the description. The CLOKOWE Mini Smart Projector, so you can watch documentaries, footage, and hidden details the way they were meant to be seen. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel.